A24 brings us the newest rom-com of 2025 with The Materialist. This film has the star power in it with Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans. Now, with this movie and having the names that you have within the film, you hope that they perform the way that they're used to. And here we do get to see their acting on full display in many different ways. Now, what I mean by that is if you have really seen their more recent films, you notice that they are really taking a drastic turn to enter this rom-com type of movie based on you have Deadpool and Wolverine, the cameo there, and you have Gladiator 2 as well. But when you look at The Materialist, I think you really have to go into this movie really looking at what the plot and the whole premise of it is. A matchmaker in New York trying to set these people up on dates and find their forever, but ultimately she is struggling to find her own way and find her own relationship that is going to lead to a successful marriage and future for herself. Now, as you watch this, I will point out early on, I think the storyline makes sense. I think they do a great job of really moving the film along, allowing you to see the different characters, the perspectives of each character, but also realizing the challenges that go on everyday life. Not just in dating, but really the things that you think about in your own personal life. Money, the ability to provide, struggles. I think that all is on full display here. Now, when I sit down and watch a movie like this, I really want to look at it from the perspective of, one, it being a rom-com, that is not necessarily my type of film. But two, is it something that you sit down and find enjoyment out of? And I think with this film, they do a good job. I almost said excellent, but a good. I'm not going to give it that much credit. They do a good job of keeping you engaged for the almost 2 hours that the film is taking place. Now, let's look at the pros. Number one, I think when you are looking at Harry, John, and Lucy, you have an idea of who you like or hate right away. And in many different perspectives, a lot of people are going to hate Lucy because they think that she is very egocentric. She is somebody that is only looking for material things, hence the title. And with that title, a movie like this, they do a good job of really highlighting that title within the film based off of what Lucy wants. But then you have Harry and John, who are both in different perspectives of their lives. And each of them are really kind of showing Lucy what they have to offer, a way different style of living. And I think that is key to look at with a film like this. I think another pro, as I said, the storyline is easy to follow. I think they do a good job of really inserting different twists within the film. So as you're sitting down to watch this movie, you are looking at it from the perspective of, yes, it is based on a matchmaker, but you are getting to see the personal experiences of these secondary characters that make it all make sense. It ties everything together, and that is what you can easily follow. Now, if we're looking at a con, I think one of the cons that really kind of stood out for me when it comes to this film is really the length and the added stories that you don't necessarily need. Because what I mean by that is I feel like there are certain situations, especially within the last 20 to 25 minutes, where it feels like they added a specific situation and they didn't expand on it. And I don't know, in a sense, if that was for it just to be something that Lucy comes to the realization for herself, or it was something that we needed to know. And so you have almost a secondary or a third tier plot that it almost feels like it goes nowhere. You kind of see how it ends, and so it kind of makes sense. But I also think that there needed to be more substance that would allow that specific area within the movie to stand out. Now, as far as overall rating, as I said, rom-coms are not my go-to, and that is not going to impact the overall score for this movie. For me, Materialist is about a 4 out of 5. I think this is a movie that you can sit down and watch and enjoy. I think it does a great job of really highlighting characters that you're either going to love or hate. I think they also do an excellent job of really detailing personal issues that take place in everyday world. And so while there's not as much comedy as it is described to be, so it considered a rom-com, it's more of a serious comedy in a sense. It's almost as if you have to pay attention and really look for that aspect of the movie to be there. So for me, Materialist is a 4 out of 5. I think when you have 3 big name actors and actresses within this film, it is going to draw an audience. It was, for a 10:30 showing, it was very not packed at all, but that's just because I am on summer break and I'm off of my summer job today. So obviously last night I looked and this place was packed for this movie. So it is out now. Materialist is a good movie. I think it is worth the watch if this is your favorite type of category. So I would go see it while it is out. So Materialist is a 4 out of 5. Thank you all for the watching. Thank you all for the continued support. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to go check out the other reviews I have posted, and I will talk to you all later.